everybody, hello and welcome. I'm going to crack on today with this little folio, the green one. We're making progress with it and it's beginning to look, I think, really nice. Look at that. It's also pretty. We did the waterfall the last time and today I want to look at this page and possibly this one, but certainly this page. So what I thought, I've fussy cut out quite a few things here. It takes me hours, I'm so slow. But these I actually coloured myself, sketched them and coloured them, and I thought that I would make a pocket with this on the front and then make a tag with this on, so we've got like a lily page. That's the plan. Let's see how it works out. So I want a pocket that's quite deep, and I think I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I'll use this one. It's a nice pattern, and the only other place I've used it's on the back of that envelope there, so I think we'll be all right. But I do want it to have a gusset because I think by the time I've got the journaling card or tag or whatever it is in there, and that on top of it, because that's mixed media paper, so it's relatively thick, I think I'm going to need a gusset. So let's say we're going to have a gusset. So I'm going to mark this where I want it to be, which is in from the crease line. Mark it there and mark it there. And I've left about 1/2 inch there so I can fold that over for my gusset. Let's cut those off first and then we'll come back and do the other cuts. It's a nice day here today. Mr. F has been to a car boot, came back with nothing for me, nothing. Oh, I don't want to cut it at that line, I want to add 1/2 inch on. Phew, that was nearly a mistake. Yeah, I marked each side where I wanted it to go. Yeah, and I marked that and it's got 1/2 inch. Right, okay. So that's that. So I just want to check the depth. Now I want to add on 1/2 inch to fold over at the top to make this sturdier than it is. Quite sturdy paper anyway, but just to give it a bit more resilience, let's say. I think about there. Where's my lily? Yeah, I want to give it enough room. I think about there. So I'm just going to make a mark on the bottom here, and that's where I want the bottom of the pocket to be. So I want to allow 1/2 inch again to fold over for the gusset. You've got to allow space for your gussets, ladies. That sounds so rude. That's disgusting. What are you talking about? I've lost my mark now. What's that mark there? Oh, yeah, that. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to look for it now. I can't even remember what I'm doing. It's the talk of gussets. It's all too much. Right, that's going there, that's going there, that's going there. So what do I need to mark? What exactly? Oh, something on this side, possibly. Is that... Oh my goodness, right, that's the width of the pocket. 1/2 inch there, and then there should be a mark down here somewhere. There it is, which is as tall as I want it, so I want to add 1/2 inch onto that mark and cut it. Oh my goodness me, what a palaver. Right, okay, I think we have a pocket piece. So let's get the scoreboard out and score where these lines are. This is going to be a miracle if this fits. It would be easier if I wasn't balancing this on top of everything, but I am, so let's live with it. Right, so the lines, that one's there, just kind of at 3/8, but that's fine. That's okay. This is the bottom, and we want 1/2 inch at the bottom for the bottom gusset. Then we want to follow, I think the line is there. Oh, it's hard to see this line on this paper. Give me a clue. I think it might be there. Oh my goodness me, I just don't know. Let's put 1/2 inch up there because I can see that line. Maybe I didn't crease the top line in. Who's to know? Right, let's fold these in. Let's just check that that's something like right. Yes. I don't want it to be wider than, so I'm just going to check here. Seeing as I don't seem to be in a very accurate mood today. Yeah, that is just perfect, if there can be such a thing. So that's growing that way, isn't it? So that's actually the bottom. This is a performance and a half. Right, let's cut these off. Let's fold this top in and glue it down. And then that's one less headache to have to think about. Oh dear, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I've just had lunch. Maybe I've got lunch fog. Is there such a thing? I think there is, particularly on a Friday afternoon. I remember when I used to work, I used to have meetings on Friday afternoon. Oh my goodness, what a stupid time of the week that is to have a meeting. Who can stay awake? Very few people, it turned out. Right, so I'm going to score along the bottom as well, because it appears that didn't get scored. Right, I've put 4 score marks on 4 edges, so surely everywhere must have a score mark on it. Let's hope it's the right score mark. Okay, so let's fold that in. Oh, I haven't cut my corners off. Right. Let's get rid of all these corners. Okay, so let's fold the edges in. One edge. And I'm just going to check that it's, because I'm exactly on the width, so if I'm a little bit over, it's going to be a disaster. I think that's all right, but it's very close. That's okay. This one I'm worried about. I think I'm just going to bring that in a little bit. I'm just a bit worried about it. And there's no need for it, you know. It could go out a little bit. So where was that then? Let's bring it to there. That's 5/8. I think that's full 2/8 more than we had, i.e. a quarter. No, I think it might just be an 1/8. I don't know. I just hope you're not following me for anything like blinking measurements or anything like that, because I tell you, you don't want them today. Mind you, I very seldom give you measurements, because 10 to 1 on, you will be using your own project. Right, let's fold that at that inner line there. Now I'm happier. I'm happier about that. Yes, because I know that will fit. And fold the bottom up. Right, let's just see what we've got here then. Now that I am happy with. It's just a breath in from both those fold lines. Excellent. So what's my lily going to look like on it? Yeah, I think that's the right size actually. I think after all that huffing and puffing, we've got the right size. So I'm just going to go around this edge with a, oh, I haven't even put the lid on my glue. I tell you what is wrong with me. Get my ink out. I'm just using the vintage photo for the inside pieces of this, but really not heavy, just to say it's there really. Just so you can pick it out from the background, because there's so much green going on in this little folio. Not to say green's my favourite colour or anything, but I think it must be. I think it all stems to botanical type things. Okay, right, let's put some glue on the bottom. Make a start to getting this pocket in. There we go. So let's get that where we want it, which is just up from the bottom, just in from each side. Oh yes, that's lovely. And then we can put the glue on the edge pieces. If you can hear that noise, it's Bobby snoring. Mr. F was started to say to you anyway this morning was he went to car boot today, and of course he didn't take the dog, and so Bobby always misses him terribly when he's gone, and he doesn't sleep or rest at all. He sort of parades around, sits behind the front door for a while. He's not as bad as he used to be, in as much as he doesn't actually cry. He's just uneasy. You can tell he's uneasy. But I mean, in days gone by, he used to cry. Oh, I felt sorry for him, but my goodness me. Right, so I kind of like that. So let's stick that into place. Not using glue stick to stick this because it's quite thick paper, this mixed media. So I'm going to use my good Queen's glue. You will all have your favourites, I'm sure. Art glitter glue was my favourite forever until until Mr. F found this glue that conservators use, which I think is basically the same as art glitter, except it's half the price. And the company, the conservation company, have got a warrant by both the Queen and Prince Charles, so I just refer to it as Queen's glue. Right, let's pop that down there. Let's get my towel out, my Timmy towel. Give that a good press down, like so. Oh. Bobby! Bobby!
Bob, wake up!
It's alright, Bob. It's alright. Oh, he does that from time to time. I don't know. He doesn't do it very often nowadays, but I think it's a nightmare. I think he's having a nightmare, and I feel so sorry for him because he wakes up and doesn't even know where he is. Oh dear. Anyway, back to this. Right, so I want to make a tag to go in there. So I think, will that go in there? That will go in there nicely, actually. And will that fit on there? Yes, perfectly. Is that the thinnest bit that I've got? I've got a lot of these offcuts from the bare bones journals, like this, but with no decoration on. That would just fit on there. Anything in the middle? You're never happy, are you? If I only had one piece, I'd have used it and I'd have been happy by now. But, you know, see what this piece has got to say. Yes, I think we might have hit the Goldilocks one. Not too wide, not too narrow, just perfect. Look at that. Right, excellent. Now, what I'm going to do is, I've got one of those punchers that punches tag tops out. I don't use it very often because I can never quite work out. Oh, it's too wide. Oh, that's a disaster. Will it still work if I put it in like that? Should we try it and see? Yeah, that'll do. I'll just cut the sides off. Yeah, you see, I can never quite work out where the top is on it. Anyway, let's just cut those off. I think we've still got quite a nice tag top shape. Yeah, that's lovely. I want some paper to cover that. So I'm not cutting anything off at the length yet until I see what length I need. So I want, no, it's width that I'm trying to get. Width, woman, heaven's sake. So I want it about there, just in from each side. Yeah, you see, it doesn't really take much off the top at all, does it? I thought it took more than that off. I have to get the Jolly Green Giant out. Running out of desk space. I've got too many projects on the go at one time. Let's cut that anyway and see what we're left with. Let's put this in the thing. So it's going to be slightly in from each side. Try that for size. Cut these ends off. Well, tomorrow's weighing in day again, weighing in morning. So let's hope that I've lost some weight. I've been ever so good this week, really, really, really good. So it would be good if the scales reflected that. So let's see if that's going to work. Kinda. Yeah, I think that's all right. That's okay, I think. Right, so now I need to work out what length I need. Where's my other lily gone? Where has my lily gone? Oh my goodness me. What have I done with my lily? Here it is. Here it is. Right, so that's going to go in that pocket. And I want it to come out like that. That's like the idea of there being two lilies. So I want that to go to there. So let's cut this off where we want it, which is about there, I'd say. Let's chop that off. This is becoming a bit of a trial, isn't it? Oh, I thought this was going to be a nice easy page today. Right, there we go. That's a spare bit of card. I'll just leave that out for a second till I measure this up against it and see where I need to cut it. About there. And then we can glue them together. And what do you got? Who knows? Right. That's not square on the bottom. Right, okay. Says she, cheerfully. So that's going to make us a really nice tag in there, I think, once it's squared up a bit. Could maybe do with just another fraction off the length actually. That's too accurate. So just going to take a fraction off there. Just that much, but it makes a difference. Right, then let's get this ink drowned with tea dye. Tea dye. And on the back, because it's this lovely cream card, we've got the journaling already there. Don't need, you can add coffee stain paper, of course you can, or anything, ledger paper, graph paper, anything at all. But you don't need to, and I'm not going to, because it's just going to add bulk. And for what? What reason? None. So I'm just going to give it a little coat into this side as well. A little bit round that circle. There we go. And then I want a vintage photo on this, and it is just really a whisper. But it just sort of picks it from the background a little bit. So quite a few of you have been buying the folios themselves, either what I've called the bare bones ones, which is the ones, just the folio, no flaps, not covered in any way, which is quite good because then you've got the template. Haven't you? You know, you can use that as a template if you want to, or you can just cover it, whatever. And then the next offering is the Bare Bones Plus, which is all the flips, the waterfalls cut out and everything. And I made a video that I make available to the people who've bought that, so they can see where to put the waterfall, etc., etc. So yeah, I've been hot, and some of you have been buying the ones that have got the background on, ready for you to put your own stamp on. Right, let's get this glued on then. I'm just going to move this out of the way because I can just see I'm going to dollop some glue on it, and that'll be the end of that. Too much glue, missus. I really enjoyed doing this folio because it's just full of massive flowers. I mean, the fussy cutting, yes, that has taken me 3 evenings to do. But maybe that's because I'm just a slow fussy cutter, I don't know. It's just time consuming. Right, let's get the glue off here, my hands. And see if I can get that somewhat lined up. Yes, like that. That's nice. That's nice. Something's gone right. Lovely. I don't know what I'm going to be putting through the hole at the top yet. Possibly, I've got some olive green faux silk ribbon, which is very nice. So it's possibly going to be that. Right, Lily. Lily's going to go there. Well, I don't know. Let's put the card in. Let's put the tag in and see what we think about where Lily needs to go. I don't want to be too rough on this because the glue obviously isn't dry. We've just done it. So Lily, I think, needs to go about there. Towards the top. Very much towards the top. Okay. So this should be dry enough now for me to press down on it. Lovely. Let's stick this in place. I hope that whoever ultimately ends up with this, giving it a forever home, that you don't mind my indulgence of putting some of my hand-drawn lilies in it. I just thought they went well with the project and they were the right size that I needed. The book that I've been using, the pictures are all, they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful, but they're all a bit on the large side. And I was running out of smaller ones. So I thought, I know, I'll use those lilies. So that's what I'm doing. About there, did we say something like there? I think so. Looks nice. That is actually quite a nice tag, isn't it? I'm just going to see if I can find a label. Because I'm sure we could fit a label onto there. There's one, I can see one there. I can see two. One's big and one's not so big. I've got a box here with all my green stuff in it. Yeah, that's a bit too large, isn't it? How about that one? That's nice there, isn't it? Now, do you think I can write daylily? See, the thing is, it doesn't really matter if I foul up because it's a label. I can just chuck it away, print another one out if I like, but I'm going to give it a try, right? So in my best posh writing. Notice how quiet I went. Can I fit Lily in there? I'm going to put the L here, I think. I don't know what that looks like, whether I should put it in or not really. It's a bit sort of long, isn't it? Let me have a circle through my box, see which are the, oh look, I've got loads. I've got loads. That one maybe, I don't know, is that the same as the one we've just done? Yeah, I've got other bits. Vintage. Notes. No, I'm going to try again. See what happens. I just need to shunt the lily across a bit, I think. Give it a go. Let's give it a go. I'll move the day to start with. Move the day across to the centre. Day. Lily. That's all right. That's okay. I'm quite pleased with that. Look at that. I mean, it's not great, is it? But, you know. It's okay. I don't like this green of that stem. I'm sorry, I'm tatting around today, aren't I? But I don't like the green of that stem. So let's have a nice dark green. Colour that in a little bit. Throw that away in case I get mixed up. So I'm just going to come in with a bit of a darker green here. It's just altogether too bright, that one. That's a bit better. A little bit, yes. Right, a bit of vintage photo around my label. God, made a meal out of this, haven't it? It's a pocket and a tab, that's it. That's all we've done. Ah, dear. If you do happen to like my artwork, I don't do it all the time. It sort of comes and sweeps over me. And when it does sweep over me, I just have to do artwork. And at the moment, I'm in one of those phases. So I've done some, I'll show you them in a sec when I get my daylily down. I think that's okay. Let's just give it a press with the old Timmy towel. There we go. Yeah, I've got some pieces of art that I am going to put in my shop. I have successfully managed to lose them. That's not clever. Oh, there, I have to wait for Mr. F to come back. He's got them over there. But I'll show you. I'm going to pop them in my Etsy shop, I think. Right, fingers crossed that this goes in and this looks nice. Oh, look at that. It's lovely. Just want to check that that's going all the way down. Okay, I would. Oh, here it is. Sometimes it just catches the glue. You've just got to spring it open. Yeah, that's that. I like that. I like our lily page. It's nice. And it's in keeping with everything else, I think. Right, so flushed with success. Shall we move on to another page? It might work, it might not. Right, the thinking here is that I'm going to do a big side pocket and have it open down here. So I hunted and hunted for something that was thin enough to go there. And I think that just about is. I think I probably need to chop that off and then I can move it up a bit. Yeah. And I can bring my pocket up to there and then put a tag in it because this isn't as wide as that. See, I've got 3/8 of an inch or something. So I can put my tab on my tag. Oh, forget it, you'll see what I mean. So I need a piece of paper for there. That's what's needed. Let's see what we've got. I've got that. That's rather nice, isn't it? I've still got some stripy bits left, I think, in this pad that Mr. F found. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, rather like that one, actually. Let's go with that one. So I want it, well, I want it as narrow as I can possibly get it, actually. Have I got room for... Oh, I haven't got room for gussets on this, so I am going to have to be careful. I might put a gusset on the bottom, but I haven't got room. Oh, I've got about 1/4 of an inch. That's not enough. So I'll just cut it off at the exact length. Actually, when I do that, no, I haven't really got room for gussets. I didn't think that through. So I'm going to cut that there. That's the length. And the width, let's get it onto this black surface so I can see how wide or narrow I need to make it. So if I chop that one off, I could get that to there. Yeah. So that's about there then. And I am going to have to do a bit of doctoring of that, but that's okay. We can cope with that. Right, so let's cut this off at this mark. Yeah, actually, let's cut it off at that mark plus 1/2 inch or thereabouts. And then I can fold it over just to reinforce the opening part of it. And then it needs to be cut off at that length there. There we go, right. So let's just score that down. I'm just checking. Yeah, I'll get away with 1/2 inch there, I think. So score that at 1/2. Lovely. That's just to reinforce the opening section. or the opening, should I say. It's not a section, it's an opening. Right, let's see then if this is actually going to fit. Could you pass me those the drawings, please? Thank you. Yeah, these are the little drawings I was telling you about. I think this is part of the orchid family, actually. Foxgloves. Not sure what that was. Might be called a rose bay willow herb. Could be. This one, I can't remember what that is. It's got these little pendular flowers, and that is a leaf. Yeah. So I've inked around them, I've sewn around them, I've splashed on them, and they are drawn with this fine liner here. So I'm going to pop them up in my shop and see if anybody wants them. I think they'd be nice in somebody's journal. If you're doing a botanic journal, they're the right sort of colour, aren't they? They go lovely with craft paper, and I bet they'd look nice with coffee stained paper as well, actually. Yeah. Yeah, they do, don't they? So that's an option for you. They'll be in there if you want them. Right, where was I? I was doing battle with this, wasn't I? Yeah. Let's glue this down, this front opening. Let's talk like we mean business instead of, oh my goodness, what's going to go wrong next? Bobby's quite all right now, you'll be glad to know. He's up in my chair, which is great. He likes being up there, and when I'm crafting, I like him being there. It gives you such a dirty look when you come to sit down, though. Like, oh, I've got to move now. You're not really into moving much, is Bob? Although, next doors, them that used to have the ducks, they now seem to have a dog. I know I sound a bit vague about this, but I don't know, they're not there that often. But I think when they are there, they do seem to have a dog. Now, do I want to keep that in? Yeah, I think that's more interesting than that. So I'm just going to cut that out. Cut it out. Because it's the bit that's taking me over my width allowance. There we go. Yes, that fits on. Yes, yes. It's a bit too long, but I think it stands out enough on that paper. I think in real life it does. You're a bit of a ways away from me today, so you can't see very much, but I think we're okay. So yeah, I'm going to stick that down. Then we'll have to make a journaling card of some sort to go in it. Oh, concentration is extreme. Lots of little bits on here. Sorry about the time it takes to glue, but I mean it just does take that long. Got a bit of a torn bit there. Had to go into some of the inner bits with my scalpel because I couldn't get my scissors in. And I was a bit keen in one place. But it's alright. It'll be fine once it's stuck down. Right, let's see. Let's see what we've got. Perfectly fine, I'd say. Yes, I would. I think that needs a bit of glue there. Lovely. These actually, oddly enough, are also daylilies. The lilies that I coloured are daylilies, and this, which was the only illustration like this that I could find in 2 books, that was narrow enough, or that I could even make narrow enough. And they had to be they turned out to be daylilies as well, which is a bit of a coincidence. But these are yellow and mine are sort of yellowy orange, so there we go. Right, let's just chop this bottom bit off. There we go, let's see what it looks like in the book. Oh yeah, that looks nice actually. Nice and fresh. And we've got this space here for a journaling card, which I think will be fine. Where's my rubber? I've got a big pencil mark. I just need to get off. There we go. Right. So I'm going to ink around there. Oh, another pencil mark there. Just ink around that very quickly with the vintage photo. And then, oh, that's tea dye. Then get it stuck in. Then we can consider what we're going to do for the journaling card. So this is just a really light whisper. There we go. And that's going to look lovely there, I think. Complements everything else. So let's get it stuck down. I will be doing all of the colours that this folio comes in. I might not do the next one straight after this, I don't know, see how I feel. But I've still got blue, purple, gold, sepia and Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is still to do as well. I'm going to leave Christmas till July because that's kind of when crafters begin to think about Christmas, isn't it? Christmas in July. I don't know how that ever came about, I'm sure, but it is a thing. So we'll do our Christmas folio in July. Oh, look at that, it's so pretty. So blooming pretty. Lovely. Right. Let's move along then to our journaling card and what we're going to do for it. Well, I've still got some lovely fussy cuts. Look at that one, for example. It's beautiful, isn't it? And this begonia. But they don't fit in. So I've cut this one out, which is berries, leaves and berries, and that will fit onto the journaling card nicely. I just need a bit of card. Is that bit that we used before going to be okay? Maybe it needs just a whisker taken off the width, and I'm going to make it a little bit shorter because I hate it when you have to do battle with things to get them to slide into places. So let's cut that off. There, and I'm just going to take about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. Let's try 1/4 of an inch, see what that looks like. See if that wants to go in. Not forgetting that this is not a gusseted pocket. You want to go in or not? Yeah, it does, just, but just is all we need. I might take another smidge off there actually, because it is a bit tight, and I've got plenty room with that. Yes, so yeah, let's just take another little bit off. There, I don't know what that is, not quite 1/4 inch I don't think. Right, so now let's select a paper for that. If we've got any of that gingham left, I would use it. Oh no, I've got that much gingham. I can't use that because that's on the outside. Let's see what else I've got. I've got a scrap of that. That would do. I could use those too. What's wrong with that? And put that down there. That would look nice. That would look very nice. Okay, let's ink around here first off before we go glibly sticking things on. Oh, I want to round my corners. That always helps putting things in and out of tight spaces. So I'm just using a 1/4 inch, and that's all that you need really. It's just the sharp points tend to dig in and make it harder for the card to slip in and out. So there we are, that's fine. Let's ink, that's what we were doing, yeah. Once again, I don't need to put any backing on this, and that's a good job because, like I say, that isn't a gusseted pocket. I don't have a great deal of room in there. So try and keep it to a kind of minimum. Just do the back as well. This cream card I get from Hobbycraft in the UK, and I can't speak highly enough of it. It doesn't crack. It's really lovely card, and it's just a nice weight. I think it's 240. You know, it's not, I guess you could construct things with it, but it's not really construction weight. But it certainly isn't paper either. I've used it for a long time now for lots and lots of projects. Okay, so that's that. Right, let's cut this off then at the height we need it, which is just allowing a border all the way around. So that's there. Let's just trim that. Okay. Let's just check we're okay. Yeah, that's lovely. Perfect, in fact. So I'm just going to tear down there. I don't know how this paper tears. I've never torn it before, but time will tell. I just don't want a straight edge really down there. Lovely. Let's cut our corners off to match the other one, the base. So this is a good way of using up your scraps really. You know, when you come to the end of a project, you've always got bits and pieces left around. I'm just going to use that the other way because that corner is not quite perfect. I don't know what, maybe my thingy needs emptying, I don't know. I do empty it regularly. Right, I can't glue that on yet because this is the piece that's going underneath. So let's just mark the height. Oh, that's rather nicer, isn't it? Let's use that end, which is there. Chop that off. Lovely. Save that piece, it's enough to save. Round the corners off, and then I might think about some lace actually on this. I've got to think about a pull of some sort on here. Because you could see how difficult it was to get in and out without a pull on it. So that's going to go like that, that's going to go like that. That's just lovely. Yes, that's just very nice. And that's going to go on there. Right, Now then, question is, do I make a tab to put on there, or do I use some lace? I might cut a tab out and see what that looks like. Where's my tab punch? In that case, I might not. Okay. I might not use a tab punch, as I have no idea where it is. Must be on the desk somewhere. Hello? I can't see it anywhere. Well, that doesn't stop me making a tab out of a bit of card, does it really? Or using lace. Let's just use lace. Let's use this. So I could put it all the way down, but I don't know how that's going to help in pulling it out particularly. Or I could just double a piece over and attach it in between the card and the paper. What does that look like? Yeah, I think that's fine. And the other thing is, if it's a bit too long when it folds up, nothing will happen to this. It's just lace. It's actually really cheap and nasty lace. I got it off Amazon because I particularly wanted something that was thin. Because sometimes you just don't have room, do you, to put thick things in. So I think it was like, I don't know, £3 or something for 25 yards. It was just ridiculously inexpensive. Right, so let's get that glued on. So I want it further towards the top than the bottom. Not right up to the edge, because remember the paper doesn't go up to the edge. So I'll just stick that on there. Squarish if I can manage it. And there's still quite a lot of glue coming through there because it's so thin. But I'll just add some more and fold that over. Oh blimey, I'm going to have to pull that out a bit. Don't think I've left myself enough lace. No, that's just not enough. I mean, what's your problem? You've got yards of it. I've got whatever I've got, 50 yards of it. And I'm dithering over at 2 inches. That's been a funny video today. Well, not really funny. It's a while since I made a video when quite so much sort of went wrongish. Right, let's leave that there and that there. Hopefully that'll all stick. Might need some more glue on there. Stick that onto there, like that. That's lovely. That's great. Let's put this lace away. Just have visions of it becoming unravelled and Catkin dancing around the living room with it, which wouldn't surprise me. Let's put that on there for a second while thinks about things. So after, let's move you out of the way, mate. You can dry over there, look. Right, so after we've done the card for here, what's our next job? That I am not going to decorate at all because I love that bird. So nothing's going to happen to that page. I really love him. This page needs decorating. And then that's the back. And I'm not going to decorate the back. I very seldom decorate the back of things because they are the back. They're the bit that gets all the moving around on desks and stuff. So I never really decorate the back, and that's beautiful anyway. That needs doing though. That needs doing. I've still got plenty of room in my spine there to add bits, so we're not short of room yet by a long way. So bearing in mind I'm keeping that empty, we're doing the card for that at the moment. There's actually only that page to go. Shall I crack on and do it? I don't see why not. What can go wrong? Yeah, so what can go wrong? That's not going to stick there, is it, for love nor money? Ah, well, it will in a minute when I stick this on. Let's just go around here with a bit of vintage photo. Just brings it out a little bit. Don't need much. But you can put loads on. That's the point. You can put as much or as little as you like. It's your project. I wonder which colour I'll do next. I haven't decided. I really genuinely have not decided. The blue, wow, they're all nice. That's the thing. Maybe the blue one. I don't know. You'll know when you see me with it. Ah, chosen that one. I've got some quite nice lilac ribbon at the moment, so I might choose that one. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Right, let's get this on. And then I can put it under a weight somewhere just to... I think the collal will get that actually and will be fine. I don't think it'll come amiss. And I'm also going to ink down at the edge of their toe, just to accentuate such things. So you see, we're using up scraps, but well, I don't think it looks like it's a scrappy page. It looks nice. There we go. Get this glued on. Lovely. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that actually. And yeah, that collal is holding that glue perfectly. The glue, the lace. I've lost my marbles. Right, so that then now can go there, which is very nice. Right, I have said before, I'm not inking around my fussy cuts because I don't like that look. I think it grubbies them up. So that's not what I want to do. I do like inking around things. I'm a great believer in inking around things. Just not fussy cuts. Well, particularly floral ones. But fussy cuts in general, actually. Even the Tim Holtz Peeps, etc. I just don't like it. Funny, isn't it, how we all have our own little ways of doing things. Right, let's get this on then. About there, I think. Looks good to me. Get my Timmy towel out. There we go. That is a nice journaling card, isn't it? I like it. They're so real, these. And that's the back, nice and good journaling to be had. Let's put the lid on my glue and bring... Oh, glue's all sticky around the top. And bring this in and we'll see what it looks like in situ. Just going to be careful with it just now because it's all still wet. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? I think so. I love these daylilies here. They were worth every second of fussy cutting. They're beautiful. Okay, so That's all done. This is all done. Wow, we're getting places, guys. That's not going to be done. Yeah, you see this lace, it is just fractionally over onto the spine there, but it doesn't matter because when you fold it up, the lace is so thin, it's just going to fold up and not even cause a problem at all. So that's the page that we're going to tackle next. I'm going to pause you there for a minute because I can't bear to have all this glue on my fingers, driving me bonkers. And I'll see what we're going to put in. See if I can find something to put in that pocket. Or whatever it is we make. I've no idea what we're going to make. I've got pockets on the brain. So I'll see you in a sec. It will only be a sec for you. Right, so here we are. I've got things sorted out. Not necessarily to do with this folio, but other things off to the post office, whatever. These things have to be done, don't they? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pocket and I'm going to put a piece there just to maintain it. Actually, having said that, I don't know if I am going to do that. That's what I normally do if I put something on the back. Probably all I need is a pocket, actually. This card is pretty sturdy, so yeah, okay, I just need a pocket. It's making life awkward for myself for absolutely no reason. And today's not the day to do that. I do want gussets though. We're back to the gussets, guys. What can I say? I'm sorry. Right, so that's where I want that. Oh, that's right on that line. I'm never going to see that. Let's push on quite hard. And I'd like it. I want a bit to turn over. I want a bit to turn under. About that height there. Yeah, let's go with that. Right. Let's see if I can get this cut out in any sort of semblance of normality. I want to add 1/2 inch onto there. That's my bottom. I'm trying to be professional now, okay? That's 1/2 inch. And that needs a little bit cut off it because the mark is there. So let's do that about there. And the top just gets turned in. Okay, that seemed painless. What was all the fuss about earlier? I do not know. Right, so scoreboard. Let's move this out of the way. There we go. Right. Lovely. Okay, so where are my marks? Well, there's a mark there, so that must be the bottom. Oh, I'm working on 6 inches of space again here, guys. I don't know how I always manage it, but I do. Right, so that's my bottom. Oh dear. That's where I want this line to be, this score mark to be. And that's where I want this one to be, which is 1/2 inch actually. That's good. So we'll score that there. And then I just want to score the top where I'm going to fold it over. So I'm going to make that 1/2 inch as well. Right. See, that seemed fairly painless to me. I don't know what the problem is with the other one. I think this one's easier because it's got lines on, so at least I know which is up and which is down. The other one I couldn't even tell when I couldn't even see when it was sideways. Right, let's get my little scissors and just nick out these corners. Like so. Get rid of those, they're no good to man the beast. Right then, so let's fold these in. Okay, let's just check that they fit in the space they are intended for. Yes, just is good enough. Let's stick the top down. Just to reinforce this. Stop it. Oh, my life. There we go. Now, I do want to take a nick out of this. So let's see if I can find my... Yeah, I can find it. I don't know what's happened to my tab punch. It'll be around somewhere. I hope I can do this because it's still got wet glue on it, so we'll see. Actually, I'm going to mark the centre because you know me today. Well, you know me forever. I don't do things by eye particularly well. So it's about there. That's about the middle. And let's just take a nick. Oh, just as I feared. It's a bit wet. It's a bit wet, don't get chewed up. So I'll just have to go around that with my scissors and tidy that up because it's chewed it. But at least it's given me a fairly good indication of where I need to cut. Oh dear me. I should have left well alone, shouldn't I really? That's what I should have done, but I didn't. Okay, let's ink around that. I think we'll be okay. Time will tell. It looks like a right dog's dinner. Well, no, it looks fine. Just a little bit down the edges. There we go. Okay, let's get this stuck in place then. It's going there. Yeah, that's nice. So glue on the bottom. I want it right up to that edge. Like that. There we go, that's lovely. Press that down firmly. Then glue on the side pieces, you know the procedure by now. I wonder how many pockets we've watched on YouTube being stuck down. And everybody always walks you through it, don't they? Like it's the very first time you've ever seen it. I suppose for some people it probably is the first time they've ever seen it. Right, let's get that on there. Lovely. Lovely, so there's our pocket. Stage 1, complete. Oh, I was going to use the towel. I wiped my hands and put the towel away. I was going to use the towel just to go around there and mop up any glue if there is any. Can't see any, but you never know. Right, so now I want a tag. So is this going to be the right size? Yeah, I think it is actually. I think it is. I like that. I like that size. I know that I'm just looking at a piece of cream card and saying, oh, I like that. Oh, I've got to measure how tall I want it. So I'll give it a bit of room at the bottom. And I might make this into a journaling card actually. I'm looking for my pencil that's right in front of me. And I'll bring it to there. I don't want it right to the top. There we go. So that's just around the corners on that one. Oh, I'm saying that's how tall I want it. I've given no thought to what I'm going to put on. These are the 2 fussy cuts that I've got left. There's that one. Few that just fits on there, doesn't it? Looks rather nice though. Oh, there's the begonia, which also just fits. They're both lovely, aren't they? I might use that one though because it's an iris. I guess you all knew I was going to use that one. So let's round these corners off. There we go. Ink it up with a tea dye. I'm getting dangerously close to being finished, this folio. I mean, it is only a folio, but it seems to have taken quite a while. But it's nice. It is a thing of beauty, I think. It's all the flowers. Really nice, big flower illustrations. Now we've got to work on how we're going to tie it. Right, so that's that. Now then, I was thinking of using the plain green because that really stands out on it. It looks gorgeous on it. What else have I got? I've got the collagey green. Let's see what that looks like. Got that one that's quite a light green. No, it doesn't stand out enough. Or I've got this one. That's quite nice. Yes, that's it. That's the one. Lovely. So let's mark where we need this to be. Just leave a little border around it as ever. So I want that there. And then width-wise, we want it too low down to there. So let's cut that out. Lovely. Still got some good remnants of that left. Let's just check. Yes, lovely. Cut the corners off. Ooh, got a bit of a wriggle on now. I can smell the scent of the end. Oh dear, make what you want to out of that. Let's put some vintage photo just around it. I've actually been saving this flower with the iris, the picture with the iris flower on. I've been kind of saving it, but I've come to the end now and there's no point saving it for anything more. Because this is it. So yeah, it's going to be used. Just get that glued onto there. Can't wait to see the people that have bought these. I can't wait to see what you've done with them, and I do hope that you share pictures in the group. I'm really curious to see how, you know, what you've done. I don't think anybody's bought a green one yet. So mine will have to stand alone for a little while. There we go, that's lovely. Put the lid on the glue. Just give that a second just to tack up. If I can find out where I bought this collage paper from, I will let you know, but I know I've had it a long time, and I've searched and searched for it and I can't find it. That corner there is a bit wonky. Right, so that's going on there. It's going to have to go like that, and it still just nearly doesn't fit, but it just about does. So let's get some glue on that. It's a tight fit, you might say. There we go. I should tell you, if you are the person that buys this, the string and button closure that comes with it won't be attached when you receive it. It's just, if I leave it attached, it takes it to a load more money to post it, to mail it to you. So it comes detached. I mean, in the box, obviously, in the pink box, but you will have to attach it yourself. I mean, it's, you know, it's no biggie. The string's there, the eyelets there, the buttons there. It's just you're going to have to attach it yourself, I'm afraid, for that simple reason. There we are. My goodness me, it's just on there. That's fine though. Oh, isn't that so pretty? So pretty. Lovely. Yes, really lovely. So let's have a look and see what that looks like in our journal, our folio. Ooh, be careful because everything's wet. Oh, I might not put that in yet. I'm a bit chicken. I'm a bit chicken of doing that at the moment. So that all folds over like that, like that, like that. And then we need to put our closure on. Now I'm just going to pause you for a second because I need to go find a button. Be back in a sec. Okay, hello. Welcome back. Right, so I think my tag might be dry. Not much time's elapsed, but I think we should be okay. I'm just gonna put this bone folder down into there just to make sure that it's as open as it can be before we go forcing things into it. Yeah, that feels quite good, I think. Let's just see if that, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so nice, isn't it? That's lovely. That's a really nice journaling card. I like that a lot. I might add some ribbon to it. I might not. I don't know. See what happens. So the only other thing really to finish off is the closure. And I'm going to just use the same string and button closure that I've used for all the folios. I really like it. At the moment, I'm really liking it. So I need to find my halfway mark down here. Should measure 4 inches, so it should be at 2 by my reckoning. I've got too many things out, not even room for a ruler. Right, yes, it does indeed measure 4 inches. So let's put a mark on 2 inches, which is there. And that, I think, is where I'm going to put my eyelet. So just there, and I've selected a little gold one to go in there. So pop that in, says she. There we go. If I'm undecided about colour, then pretty much it gets gold. Let's just turn that around. Give it another squeeze. That sounds better, doesn't it? Yeah, that's lovely, lovely job. Right, put this away because it's just getting in my way. And let's address the string and button closure. Now, I've been through all my buttons and I found this one and I absolutely love it. I think it picks up on this pink rhododendron beautifully. I just really like it. I did have a green one as well, but just didn't look half as good as this one. So you need some string. This is, I think it's 1mm string, but it's got sort of thicker bits in it, slubs I would call them, in it, and you want quite a lot. It's surprising how much you want, actually. Will that be enough? That's probably enough. I might not cut it off yet until I'm absolutely certain. So then from the back, from the underneath of the button, thread your string through there, back down to the back again, like that, and then pull it through. I think I'm just on a thick bit there. Maybe the holes in this button are quite small. Doesn't matter anyway. We'll just keep pulling it through, pulling it through, pulling it through. See if that's enough. Might be loads too much, I don't know. I think all the ones of these that I would actually know how much I need, but I don't. So, I am going to have to cut this off, aren't I? Oh, that's loads too much. Blimey, I could wrap up the blinking, I don't know, something big. Yeah, that needs to go back that way a bit, I fear. See what we've got now. Yeah, still massively too much. I'm not convinced that I was pulling the right end there, actually. I think I might have been pulling even more out than I had. See if I can follow this back. Trace it to the source. No, I can't. I'm just going to end up in a right tangle, so I'm just going to be wasteful and cut off the string. Oh no, it's in a tangle. I'm just going to cut it off evenly, wherever that may be. It's here. I've probably got enough to do another folio there. Right, so what you do is you thread your two ends through that eyelet, like that, and you pull and you pull and you pull. It's usually not this long, and of course it stops when it comes to the button. So then you just line all your folio up nicely the way you want it, wrap that round once, wrap it round twice, and then you come back to the button and wrap it round a couple of times and just leave it like that. So all of this is superfluous, all of it. I could get another journal out of that. No joking, I could. So I'm going to cut that there, just put a knot in it. If you want to put a bead on it, put a bead on it, that would look nice. And knot those off so you don't get in a tangle with them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is pretty much that. There might be the odd bit of ribbon to go onto tags and stuff like that, but ostensibly that's it finished. Shall we have a bit of a flick through? Right, here's my end. So I'll just do it like I was going to do a flip through, okay? Here's our green folio, and it's held together with a string and button closure, which undoes like that, and then it wraps round and round, and it stays on the journal like that. And these flaps open up and they're all coffee stained, so you can journal on them. Nice label there. And this beautiful birdie there. Gorgeous. So they fold up and then we open the folio proper. And here we've got a flip. Oops. And we've got this nice journaling card here. Just a little bit of lace. Journaling on the back. You can still see a lot of that collage page, which is lovely. I love it. And you could, if you wanted to take sort of notes, you could do that down there. It's lined. It would be really handy in a hurry, I think. And then on the back of there, we've got this beautiful camellia, which is gorgeous. Then on this side, we've got a side pocket with two journaling cards in. Beautiful. And they just fit into there like that. Then coming along, we come to this page. Yes, the crowning glory probably. It's the waterfall. So I've got a nasturtium on there. I'm not sure what that is. There. And we've got tea stain paper on the back of each of them. So there's journaling. That's just gorgeous. And nasturtium to end with. And each of these have been filled in like that, and that lies really nice and flat. Then on we go, and we've got our lily tag page. These two I drew and coloured myself. I've got this lovely deep pocket here with the lily, yellow daylily, and then this tag here, and it says in my own hand, daylily. Oh dear, and that just fits into there just nicely. And then we've got a side pocket here. Once again, daylilies, and that's quite by chance actually, but that's what they are. And this, that's just so nice. It's just lovely. And that fits in there. It's got journaling on the back, of course. This fits nicely into that little pocket there. And that folds over, and I haven't touched this page. It's the bird. It's just too nice to touch. And then on the back, we've got a pocket with a journaling card with the iris and the whatever this is. I don't know. But isn't it gorgeous? It really is. And when you remove it, you can still see a lot of that collage, which is lovely. And that fits down into there like that. So there we have it, guys. Well done for sticking with me. So if you are the one that buys this, please note that the string and button closure will not come threaded through it. It'll be in your box, it'll be there, but you will have to thread the ends through the eyelet. It's just that that extra thickness there ends up costing about £5, which is just silly, when I know that you're capable of threading it on yourself. So that's our green version of the folio. I hope you enjoyed following along with me. If you were, I look forward to seeing your version of it. If you've bought one or you're making one yourself, in the Miss Paint-A-Lot's Junk Journal group, it'd be great to see what everybody's doing with them. So have a nice day, as you Americans say, and I shall see you again very soon when we'll start another project. Bye.